Well, here it comes.
It's that 4-fan roll, yeah, we ride real slow. Texas bass hitting while the Carolina flow. From the whistles to the winds, every tale they record. Adam and Jack hold it down on 4th and Ward. Southside swing with the coach and Lord. Real life stories, yeah, they back for more. Turn the beat up loud, let the truth restore. You locked in now with the 4th and Ward.
All right. Jack, we got a new team of the week, Dad. We got at Kip Galen 8784 comments on YouTube. He says, hey guys, add Alcoa High School in Tennessee to the team of the week wheel. They just won their 11th straight state championship. Jack, what is the background?
You like that?
Hang on. I don't know if that even got in the mic there. I got a sip of that. I got me reloaded on some hop waters here.
What
you got, mango? I'm rocking lime tonight. You want to tell them that code real quick?
Yeah, so go to hopwater.com, HOPWTR.com. Use the promo code 4th and Ward, the number 4, THANDWARD, and get $10 off your order. Water.com, baby. It's my go-to every night.
Dude, I had 2 last night. So we were watching some of the state semifinals week here in Texas. I had 2 of them last night. Dude, I was out on the couch before one of the best endings of the playoff run, Frisco Lone Star versus Aledo. Lone Star comes back. They were down 21 with 4 minutes left in the game. Came back and beat Aledo, who is a traditional powerhouse. Total side note, there's been some wild games in Texas playoffs. But anyway, back to this background. I got to hear about this background.
So, yeah, as you can see, that's me probably senior year of high school.
10 years ago at least, 12
when
years
I had
ago.
Hair up top and not so much here on the face, on a pink American flag. So this is actually a Christmas gift from a couple kids in my 3rd block PE class. So, anytime you get a gift as a teacher, I love it. It's just one of those moments makes you really appreciate what you're doing. This one might take the cake. I mean, this is just as unique as you can get.
Yeah, that's solid. That's you don't see that every day.
Yeah, but I told him I'd hang it up behind me for the podcast, and I gotta find it a permanent spot. I might just take the American flag down in the gym and replace it with this. ROTC program might kill me, but
put it right beside that water bucket you were talking about. Was that last week? It's collecting water from the ceiling.
Yeah, but shout out to those kids. It means a lot when you get something as a teacher. So shout out to y'all. I appreciate it. But
man, here in the last couple of weeks, I've had a few Hispanic students that crack up that some foods or different things that I've never had before. Like, so now they want to bring it. Because whenever I moved to Texas, dude, I didn't know what tahine was. I didn't know what chamoy was. I didn't know how much stuff you could actually make flaming hot, until I moved to Texas. Anyway, so I've been getting all these Mexican candies like these last 2 weeks. And like you said, like just the little treats, and it's a conversation point. I don't know. Like you said, it means a lot.
And similar to that, we have our kicker, he's Hispanic as well as our punter, actually. And we were talking one day, and you ever had those, let me make sure I say it right, Jarritos? The sodas, like the fruity sodas in the glass, kind of skinny.
Yes.
Yeah,
exactly
so I never had one. I mean, he brought the whole coaching staff one, asked the flavor we wanted, and he hooked us up. But it's definitely a go-to of mine now.
Every time I walk by those in the grocery store, they always catch my eye because some of the flavors, you're like, man, pineapple soda sounds pretty good now.
No, it's really good. Really
well,
solid.
On a down note, not to bring you down here, Jack, but I got to break some bad news to you. Our media credentials for the Tony the Tiger Sun Bowl in El Paso, they did not get approved. It says because of limited
at the Sun Bowl.
Who wound up playing in the Sun Bowl? I feel like it's going to be a big bowl episode. I know we put in for it because we thought Clemson had a shot at playing there, and we had done a podcast episode about it, and just a lot of things made sense.
Okay, it makes more sense why there might not be space because it's Arizona State and the ACC champions Duke. It's actually a pretty good game.
Arizona State, who was in the playoff last year.
Yeah, and Duke,
and
who just beat Virginia for the ACC.
Yeah, the Sun Bowl got a steal this year.
Yeah.
Man, it's going to be basically an Arizona State home game, though, is it not?
Yeah, it is.
I mean, I can't imagine the Duke faithful. This ain't a basketball game, right?
Right.
Like, it ain't a national brand. Duke football out there baking in El Paso.
Well, I hate
course, it
that
might
it
be
got
really
turned
cold.
down. I hate that it got turned down, but
Dude, I put in for hotel accommodation, like pricing and parking pass. I was going to try to get it done up right for us.
well, maybe the
just give us a
Pinstripe
little-
Bowl will be more
Yeah, so
hospitable.
Clemson wound up. Yeah, now New York, a lot more media to begin with. I thought we had a fighting chance in El Paso.
Yeah, maybe we can get like, I don't know, Bahamas Bowl or something. At least get a good vacation out
Dude,
of it.
That'd be sick, actually. Who's playing in the Bahamas Bowl this year?
Oh Lord,
Is that one of the bowls? That's one of the bowls they cut, ain't it? Yes, I think they moved it to Frisco because there's 2 Frisco
How?
bowls now, and I'm pretty sure one of them. Because Jack, did you see the
Yeah.
stadium they were playing in? Did you ever see the Bahamas Bowl stadium that for some reason Central Michigan was always playing in? That's
Was
just
it
the team
bad?
that dude, it looked like, I was watching these Instagram videos the other day. My algorithm now is showing me like middle of nowhere Africa, like dudes playing football wearing like Peyton Manning Revolution helmets. Have you seen some of these videos on? Okay, I got to send you some off the recording, but dude, it looked like a setup similar to that. Like, I didn't think it was a great setup for a FBS bowl game.
Yeah, you're right. They did move it. It's Frisco now.
Yeah, because Frisco now has 2 bowls. They moved it from the MLS stadium to the Star, actually.
Yeah,
which-
so they're playing it where you played your playoff game.
yeah.
That's
I should have
crazy.
left my mark. I hope their replay system works better than ours, and I hope they don't have to pay for soda pop up in the coaching booth. Who's playing? All right, so one of them's like the Xbox Bowl. The other one, the other Frisco Bowl is some kind of coffee, I think. I don't know.
So we got the traditional Scooters Coffee Frisco Bowl. That's Group of 5 conferences, and the new Xbox Bowl.
Okay.
So you nailed it on the head. Let's see. So the Xbox Bowl is Conference USA and Sun Belt. Let's see who's playing in it.
Because, I mean, the PlayStation Fiesta Bowl, that's a premier bowl game, right?
Yeah, Xbox is a little late to the game, ain't they?
They're losing the console wars. They're losing the bowl game.
And I will say though, I've always been Team Xbox, and I'll never deviate. I don't know why, unless like GTA 6 is only released on PlayStation. It's probably the only reason I would ever switch back.
Well, that game won't come out till we die, so
Yeah,
it won't
I'm
ever.
trying to-
Man, when you think about what's up,
Sorry, this is the Xbox Bowl has Missouri State and Arkansas State. No wonder they didn't need, too much. I think they could have fit the fans in at the Bahamas Bowl, to be honest.
yeah, they could have made that work. Maybe they're working on the Bahamas Bowl or something like that, whatever field they were playing in that. But when you think about bowls, man, like I feel like, and maybe it's because of this new playoff system, but I feel like the bowl system truly seems extremely pointless now. Like,
Yeah,
and it's really just proven how big of a money grab it all was to begin with. I mean,
100%.
ever since McCaffrey opted out of whatever bowl that was way back when he was at Stanford, I feel like it's just nosedived into the ground. Like,
Yeah, and the playoff, kind of took some of the, I don't want to say value away from those other bowl games, but if you're not in the playoff, you're kind of really just taking a little trip to play an exhibition game. I mean,
and if I'm a guy that's got any shot at playing professionally or hitting the portal and making $1 million at my next stop or whatever, am I really going to risk my health in the coffee bowl up there in Frisco or whatever they call it? I don't know.
It's
Yeah,
crazy. I didn't realize it started today. I mean, I'm watching the LA Bowl right now with Boise State and Washington.
Oh, is that the Bucked Up Bowl?
The Bucked Up LA Bowl. Yep.
Okay.
It's kind of one-sided right now. Washington's up 31-3, but
I had a chance to be able to go to that, but I don't know. I just didn't make it work. I had some Gridiron Spice stuff going on. Yeah, I am a teacher, so I don't know. Sometimes they think I can just up and leave.
yeah.
I'll never forget. It was like, it might have been like right after the first year where like the TikTok stuff all took off. I mean, it's like September. And I just get an email saying like, hey, we want to bring you on all expense paid trip to Tulum or something like that. You'll be able to make a bunch of content. Yada yada. They're trying to really sell it. It's all expense paid. And I'm like, all right, when is it? That sounds awesome. Oh, it's in October. Do y'all realize like what I do? Like, do y'all realize the whole point and just that's this stuff and it just kind of going crazy like this, like, is because of my job. And
Yeah.
so I wasn't able to do that.
Can't just drop everything and dip out for a whole week in
Well,
October, especially.
and then I think like the next year they were gonna do a cruise as kind of like a thank you kind of thing and all that. I'm like, okay, what are the dates? September. Guys, are y'all not getting the point in all this? Like, can we
Who's
rearrange
scheduling
it?
these?
I don't know. But not to let there be too much behind the curtain looking. But and then the last one, this one actually potentially could have worked. They were going to they wanted me to go to Miami, me on a trip to Miami to a NASCAR race, and they had like a spot in the infield. I guess they were sponsoring a car or something like that.
Yeah.
Like, okay, well, like what's NASCAR races usually on Sundays, right? This might be in the realm of possibility. But it was like a random Sunday, and we had a really big game that following week, and I'm like, no, I'm just going to turn this down too. But I don't know. But hopefully the Bucked Up Bowl's a good. Who's winning right now?
Washington is beating the snot out of Boise right now, 31-3. So it's a little one-sided, but
yeah, I go circling back. When you think about bowls like from our childhood, BCS era, like when things just seemed like they were more intense. Like, what are some retro bowl names that just like bring up the nostalgia?
I don't know if it's still. I feel like Clemson always played in it or played in it a lot. But the what's the store in the mall? Champs. The Champs
Sports
Bowl. That one comes to
Yes.
mind. The Peach Bowl, but that's still
It's
they
still
call it
yeah,
the Peach
yeah.
Bowl.
Yeah, it's the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl, right? That one's a staple. I think that one's withstood the test of time.
What else? Music City Bowl.
That's a classic.
That might. I know. I think they changed the name of that.
It's like the Gaylord Hotel Music City Bowl now. It's got like an entire sentence as the name of the bowl. Some of the newer bowls I appreciate, like the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I actually appreciate that one. The Pop-Tart Bowl.
Pop-Tart Bowl's pretty solid.
Cheez-It Bowl.
Yeah.
For some reason, I like the vibes there.
And one of my all-time favorite commercials. This is totally off topic, but Cheez-Its, that football Cheez-It commercial, where there's a coach talking at halftime.
Yeah.
It's like, go out there and be the cheesiest or something. And the Cheez-Its back there yelling like, I woke up feeling the cheesiest, coach.
Yeah.
I love that commercial for whatever reason. And they've kept it. They haven't changed it. And I appreciate that. So keep it up, Cheez-It. But
all right, I got one for you.
Hit me.
I don't know if it's still called this, but the Sheraton Hawaii Bowl. Back when they played it at Old Aloha Stadium.
Yes.
And it was always Hawaii playing in it somehow. Unless it was that one year where they made the Sugar Bowl. Like, other than that, Hawaii still played in the Hawaii Bowl. Like, so y'all play a home game. But yeah, that was, I don't know what it's called now. I don't even know if they do it anymore.
Yeah.
They tore down the Aloha Bowl, I think.
Yeah. Were they rebuilding it?
That would be awesome. I know they built Hawaii like a temporary little complex to play their home games, and it looks kind of like a little high school stadium.
It looks rough. I know Blockbuster's still not a thing. They had a bowl game, though, for a while, didn't they? The Blockbuster Bowl? I think so.
That'd be a really big throwback, dude. I can't. We didn't have many Blockbusters near us growing up. It was Movie Gallery. That was the spot for us.
Yeah, right there in the town square next to the favorite
gallery.
pizza place.
Yeah.
God, I couldn't beat it, man. There was another one that I was thinking.
The Idaho Potato Bowl. I always like that one.
Yeah,
Clemson played in that one year. It snowed on them out there on the blue
Clemson's
turf.
had there's some Clemson Bowl games that I don't want to remember. Some I do. Some I love remembering, but there's some that I don't.
Hey, here's one. Okay, this might take the cake for some of our favorites. The Gator Bowl.
The Gator Bowl.
They don't call it the Gator Bowl anymore, do they?
No, I don't know what they call it now. Sorry,
I remember specifically.
So they do call it the Gator Bowl, but it's the Tax Slayer Gator Bowl.
Oh, that is terrible. What did it used to be? I feel like
it used to be.
It used to be like its own thing, right? Like no sponsor. It was just the Gator Bowl. Yeah. That's what I thought. But you remember we went on that trip one time. Clemson was playing Virginia Tech, I think, in the Gator Bowl. And, it was down there in Jacksonville, right? And so this was I went to Jacksonville not too many years ago, and they've actually done it up a lot down that way.
Yeah, it's not a bad area. I mean,
Early 2000s Jacksonville was a different cut. And I just remember, you remember seeing that dead manatee, like just in the harbor? This is terrible, right? I guess they're still endangered, but I have
my
a
God.
core memory of walking down where the boats were in that little bay, and a baby manatee got smoked by a propeller.
Yeah.
It's just floating dead in the water.
Just bait.
Yeah.
Bait.
Oh
I
God.
remember
That'll stick with you.
Clemson played, I feel like they played South Florida like more than once in a bowl game. It might have just been one. They lost, I think, to South Florida. Can't remember when it was. I was listening to it on the radio, I think, in grandma's car at her house. Like, it was this distinct memory of listening to it. Maybe it was Kentucky.
They did play Kentucky in the Music City Bowl one year, I feel like.
Did they win? I can't remember. I'll tell you which one I love is a good memory, and I was still pretty young. I was probably 6 or 7, something like that. And the Peach Bowl against Tennessee.
But classic.
Yeah, that was a solid. That was like peak Tommy Bowden era Clemson right there.
Yeah. Tennessee was like Philip Fulmer was still the coach, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And he just always looked flustered.
Orange. God.
Even his skin had like a pinkish orange hue.
And then another bowl I'll never forget that's not like, your premier bowl. It was my freshman year at Clemson, the Russell Athletic Bowl.
I remember that.
It was in Orlando. They played Oklahoma. I think Baker was Baker there?
Baker was the quarterback, I think. They had Samaje Perine, I think, as the running back. I'll never forget that one. Oh, rolled him. I'll never forget that because I was sitting beside Rex Ryan in the bleachers.
Yeah, his son. Yeah.
Just trying not to talk to him, like trying not to be that guy that's like, "Hey man, what's up?" Like,
I would talk to him.
Like a picture. I mean, he seems like a cool guy to talk to,
Yeah, that was probably the coolest, my favorite, because and we went to all these, CFP bowl games or whatever when I was there. But honestly, that one I had the most fun at because we went. So like, when you're in a bowl game, at least before NIL, I don't know how it is now. It might be different, but depending on the date, school has already been over. So you're just practicing, and you got, depending on where it lies, that might have been the year we celebrated Christmas in Orlando. We were practicing on Christmas morning. Might have been. Anyway, they release you, like, give you 3 days or whatever to go home and see family, and they give you a bowl check. And this is my first time getting a paycheck that was, over $1,000. And so I'm like think I'm rich. And me and my buddies, they gave you the option. They would pay for a plane ticket for you to get home and get to the bowl site, but your bowl check will be lower, or they just give you the full bowl check and you can drive yourself. And so me and my buddy said, we'll take the check. We hopped in my red Ram 1500, loaded the back down, strapped the tarp over it. We left at like 2 a.m. and just drove straight to Orlando. But it was sweet because they gave you like tickets to, Orlando's a solid city anyway.
Great city, yeah.
And they gave you tickets to Disney, to Universal, to SeaWorld, like all these things. And then on top of that, they gave you like fast passes. So like you were like walking around thinking you're all this.
Yeah, I thought I remember you saying they would give you a code word too at some of the parks.
Yeah.
You would tell the code word and they just bring you right onto the front of the line or something like that.
Yeah, you walk up to this random park worker. I don't know if they had a meeting that morning to tell them that this is the code word, but you'd be like, hey, Geronimo. And they'd be like, follow me. They'd open the little tassel and just escort you right to the front. And you're like, I can't believe that worked. Everybody's just like looking at you mad, waiting in line. It was sweet though. All-time bowl trip.
Hey, you remember when, I don't know who sponsors the New Mexico Bowl, but I feel like for a solid period of us growing up, it was like the most random, because I mean, first of all, it's the New Mexico Bowl, but it was like Hanes Cotton T-shirt, New Mexico Bowl. Like it was just the most random, man. I hope they got rid of that one. I don't know who the title sponsor is now. That's tough. It's got to roll off the tongue.
Like, what are you going to do? Give them a shirt?
Yeah, I like bowls that are like, you can have a sponsor, that's fine, but like the bowl is, you remember the Tangerine Bowl?
Yeah,
I don't think that's a thing anymore. I think
so either.
Now that's the Orlando, whatever they do in Orlando. For a while, it was like the Buffalo Wild Wings, whatever, but they got rid of the name Tangerine Bowl, I think. The Gator Bowl, they still keep that, right? They just might throw a sponsor on. Peach Bowl, okay, but it's the Chick-fil-A Peach Bowl. But I like the bowls that have that some kind of icon, for that particular city, a Music City for Nashville,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It might be Gaylord Hotels, but it's gonna be the Music City Bowl,
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm a sucker for those because I feel like they are, they bring that local geographical, cultural element to
Yeah,
it. But
I agree. And I like that, like you said, the Duke's Mayo Bowl. I
yeah, I
mean,
like
the execution was just 10 out of 10. Like your mayonnaise. We all know your mayonnaise. So you say, screw it. We're going Nickelodeon style, dumping mayonnaise on this dude as a
or
celebration. Like, that's amazing. Like, that's
for
TV
the
right there.
fact that the Pop-Tart Bowl, they actually eat a like a
A
giant,
giant Pop-Tart. They got
yeah, like
Pop-Tarts
that's
in
lean
costumes.
into
Like,
it. The
well
Cheez-It
done.
Bowl, the Cheez Bowl is obviously the trophy's a bowl, right? But they
Yeah.
fill it with Cheez-Its, I
Yeah.
think. If
That's
I'm
what
not
we
like
need.
lean into it. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
what we need. What are you going to do with Gaylord Hotels? Put a room key in there? Like, what are you going to do?
Rose
It's just,
Bowl. Rose Bowl's a classic.
I mean, that's hard to beat. The granddaddy
Yeah,
of
it's a
them all.
classic. Yeah, it's a classic for a reason.
And I
That's an
can't,
easy
I
pick
always, yeah. Was it the USC Texas? Like the iconic Reggie Bush, Vince Young? Was that the Rose Bowl?
with Rose Bowl.
Yeah.
Vince
I
Young,
mean,
Texas Longhorns, Reggie Bush, and all them cats that Southern Cal had. That is that's another core memory. Like I remember
yeah.
watching that, going to school the next day because it was like on whatever Monday night or whatever. You go to school the next day and you're just like, that game was amazing.
Yep.
Like the Rose Bowl, and I like the Rose Bowl too because it is such a big deal. Teams really
Yeah.
lean into making the Rose Bowl. Like, do you remember when TCU made it? And I think they played Wisconsin that year, and they redid the helmet decals that had the little rose in the frog's mouth. Do you remember that?
Yeah. Bring
Dude, that
that
was
back.
sick. Bring it back. That was so sick.
Did
And
I
I
not
think
see? Go ahead.
I think Wisconsin did a decal where the rose was woven through the W on the Wisconsin helmet.
Yeah. Like that should
Like
be a requirement.
every time.
Did,
Yeah.
isn't UCLA going away from playing at the Rose Bowl, like at home?
Southern Cal is because I didn't realize the Olympics, I guess, are coming up pretty soon, and LA, the Coliseum, is hosting some events. Like they're building like a temporary track there or something like that.
Yeah.
And so I think there's going to be like a year or two where the Trojans, Southern Cal, are going to play at SoFi Stadium
Okay.
for their home site. So that puts Southern Cal, the Chargers, the Rams, there's like 3 or 4 teams now that are going to be playing at SoFi. Like it's going to be nonstop football at that place for a 2-year period.
I thought I read something where UCLA's like leaving, like not doing it anymore. Like played their last game in the Rose Bowl this year.
Maybe they're going too. Maybe they're doing SoFi. Where else would they go?
It would have to be. I mean, SoFi's the only
Yeah.
other stadium, I would think.
Yeah, I don't know that. I did not know that. That's interesting. Why would
So
you not play in the Rose Bowl?
Yeah,
I
like, what
mean,
are we
it's
doing?
so iconic. I mean, I get that maybe there's some data, but I'm sure they do a great job. Shoot, we got the Cotton Bowl near us. They just spent $150 million renovating it. I drove by it when the state fair was going on and they were doing some games there. That thing looked pristine, like just had all the new laser lights and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
You got the Texas State Fair right there
I was about
beside
to
it.
say
So
that
it's
the
just
state fair is insane.
it's just lights everywhere. Yeah, it's a pretty sweet setup. But I think they do a bowl game at the old Cotton Bowl. I think
Do they?
Zaxby's was the sponsor for it. It was like the Zaxby's Heart of
They-
Dallas Bowl.
I
or
thought they
something
didn't
like
have
that.
Zaxby's in Texas.
There are a couple, but maybe they were trying to branch out, and so they thought, let's sponsor a
Mhm.
bowl in the DFW, and because I think the closest Zaxby's to us is 30 minutes away, and then there's maybe only like 2 or 3 of them around Dallas.
Yeah.
I know when I'm driving back east on I-20, the first one I see is in Ruston, Louisiana, home of Louisiana Tech.
It's like a landmark for you.
Oh, dude, it's like that's the first stop. We're gonna pop out, stretch the legs, eat some Zaxby's. There was one year I took my daughter when she was still a baby, and I actually snuck onto the field at Louisiana Tech and let her crawl around a little bit. Yeah, but that's and then it's like 20's got a good little stretch of seeing some little college stadiums, like, and even big ones too. You can go Louisiana Tech, and like 30 minutes after that, you can see UL Monroe, and then like however long after that, you can hit up Jackson, Mississippi. Then you can go hit Tuscaloosa up. You can do Birmingham, obviously Atlanta. Like you can go straight on 20 and hit a bunch of stadiums and bowl sites and things like that. But Nah.
That's hard. You remember that trip we took down? I can't remember what we were going to. It was me, you, and Dad drove, and Mom flew somewhere. Flew to the same place, but she had like a meeting or something, and that was the whole reason we were going. So we drove through like the heart of the SEC country and hit
Dude,
like
yes.
Alabama, LSU, Mississippi State,
Yes.
Ole Miss. That's a great road trip.
That's a bro trip right there.
Yeah.
Like it would be
Yeah.
awesome to be able to like set up and do a little 4th and Ward from them. Yeah, maybe that's the end goal one day is us just bouncing around random spots and
It'd be awesome.
taking it all in, doing tailgate shows, slinging gridiron spice, all
Yeah.
the good stuff. Nah, I mean, I sent you a list of the full bowl lineup. Obviously, we got our eyes on Clemson up there in New York in the Pinstripe Bowl, but were there any other matchups that you can recall that were maybe going to catch your eye this bowl season?
I mean, outside of the playoffs?
Yeah, I mean, the playoff, that's a whole separate thing. Shoot, we hadn't even got into yet the whole controversy with that.
So, the Pop-Tart Bowl.
Yeah,
that's going to be solid
I'm going to
this
watch
year.
that.
Georgia Tech, BYU. Apparently, no, that was Arizona State. Never mind. I'm getting all tore up with this graphic. So, the Cheez-It Bowl is interesting, maybe for more reasons outside of the game. That's Michigan and Texas. And
dude,
yeah,
how big of a dumpster fire has Michigan? Even when they had Harbaugh, it wasn't like it was squeaky.
No, they in the trenches. I don't know what they in the streets.
That is going through it. And then the crazy part is like you want to go and obviously follow along and you want to make sure it's verified information. So you get kind of one side of it from your news outlets and all that. You get on, Twitter, social media or whatever. And in some ways, I think you're getting like actual information, like, because then later on the news kind of confirms it.
Yeah. You're getting reports. Like you ain't getting no, this is like my buddy works in the department. He told me this, like this, you're getting like some
Boots on the
person.
ground. Like, dude,
It's
dumpster fire.
I was sitting there on my phone and I got the ping from ESPN, said they fired him with cause. I was like, oh, that's crazy. I think I was writing a paper so I didn't, whatever, he got fired. That happens a lot in college football. And I get another ping like 3 hours later. He's been detained seeking charges. I'm like, huh? Like what? Hold on, I gotta check this out. It was.
And what bowl were they going to? That was the Cheez-It Bowl?
They're going to the Cheez-It Bowl against Texas. They're going to get smoked. I mean, there's no way that organization is in any shape right now to play a game.
I cannot wait for the signs that are going to be made at the Cheez-It Bowl. The ruthless, oh my gosh. Because it's an iconic matchup in just terms of teams, right? Brand names and teams, like big fan bases. It's going to be a packed stadium for a Cheez-It Bowl. It's going to be relatively packed. Like there's going to be some ruthless signage that's going to show up on the TV, and I'm all here for it. Yeah.
I'll tell you what we need to try to get. Maybe next year we look into this, the Myrtle Beach Bowl down there in Conway.
I literally was just looking at that on the graphic here. That's a relatively new bowl.
Yeah.
All right. So when they first rolled it out too, they screwed it up because it was like the visitmyrtlebeach.com bowl. I'm like, who thought of this? Like, that's terrible. Just call it the Myrtle Beach Bowl.
Your link does not have to be in the title.
Yes, this is not it's not an Instagram story with a link to Hopwater. You know what I mean?
Nobody clicking that. Like,
like Myrtle Beach Bowl, keep it at that. Oh man. Yeah, that one caught my eye when I was going through here. Of course, oh my gosh.
It's crazy to me that Myrtle Beach even has a bowl game. Like, this ain't the Myrtle Beach of early 2000s. This is Myrtle Beach now. Like, it ain't.
Yeah.
I ain't bashing on Myrtle Beach. We win our fair share. I'm just saying.
Well, they call it
what it used to be.
They call it Dirty Myrtle for a reason, man. Hey, check out the name of the bowl that is in Boca Raton, Florida, by the way. We talk about how bowl names are sliding downhill. It's Toledo and Louisville.
Oh, my God. Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans. Fire them. Whatever marketing, fire them. Just call it the Bowl of Beans. Why do you have to call it the
Call it
Bush's,
the Bush's
the
Bean Bowl.
Yeah. What?
The Bean Bowl. And then, first of all, when I think of Boca Raton, Florida, which is a nice area, it's a super nice area. I'm not thinking of Bush's Beans, man. Like,
No.
maybe some kind of like snow cone place, or, I don't know who, some kind of freezy pop stand, like the Icy Pop Bowl in Boca Raton. Perfect. I don't know. I don't know who, the people who were like accepting the checks for the bowl sponsor names said, all right, hey, we got the highest bidder. They look at the name on it like, oh God, we've got to name it this.
Like, this is what you wanting? Like, this
How
is
much
like,
how much you think it costs to be the title sponsor of a bowl? Is that public information, you think?
maybe
For a bowl of like that caliber? I'm very curious about this. This might be in Gridiron Spice's future.
I mean, let's see. Let's see what we can. All right. So top tier, we're talking New Year's 6 bowls. You're looking, this says 3 to 6 million a year.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mid tier, that's like your Music City Gator Bowl. I would say established bowls.
Yeah.
1 to 3 mil.
All right. Give me the Bush's Bean number. That's gotta be low.
I'm gonna
$500,000.
So this says lower tier or newer bowls or group of 5 bowls, like the Cure Bowl, Boca Raton Bowl. So the Bush's Bean Bowl is $500,000 to $1 million.
So Bush's Beans probably dropped 750.
Yeah.
I mean, if we just kind of take the middle.
Yeah. Now
the bean,
there's
pretty good.
Another tier to this. It's called, they title it Ultra Low / Experimental Bowls.
Hey, now we're talking Gridiron Spice Bowl.
And it references galleryfurniture.com bowl.
That's a bowl.
Micron PC bowl. I think it used to be. I think it was like a 1 year thing. 100,000 to 400,000.
Now we're talking. Talking. Dude.
I mean,
now we're talking. I like the sound of that.
Could be
here you
possible.
Go. I just realized the bowl they do at the Yankee Stadium is the Bad Boy Mowers Bowl.
The Bad Boy Mowers.
It's Bad Boy Mowers Pinstripe Bowl. First of all, it's New York City. Who's mowing their grass?
Yeah.
There's no lawns in New York City.
Maybe the Bad Boy Snowblowers Bowl, if they have snow blowers,
right.
or plows, but like, that doesn't make any sense. I mean, like, you got the famous Idaho Potato Bowl played in Boise, Idaho. Perfect alignment. Makes sense. The one you mentioned, the Bush's Boca Raton Bowl of Beans, doesn't, like, that just doesn't go together. And some of them, you don't even know what they are. Wasabi Fenway Bowl, is wasabi a brand? I thought it was a food.
Yeah, okay, so I didn't know wasabi. I thought wasabi, like you said, I thought that's a food item. It's what you put sushi, like dipping your sushi or whatever.
Yeah, it's the hot stuff, right?
Yeah, it's the spicy stuff. I didn't know that was.
And here's the kicker. It's Wasabi Technologies. It's not even like a, what is this? Y'all gonna make me mad. This is just cloud storage. They do cloud storage. They're not even like, they don't even make wasabi.
Why would you name a cloud storage company after, I mean, not to get non-PC, but I guess the company's based in Japan, somewhere that eats sushi?
I would assume there's something. It's based out of Boston, it looks like.
All right, hold up. So I knew there was a Snoop Dogg bowl now. Like, I knew that was a thing. Have you read the full name of that bowl?
It's like the gin and juice something.
It's the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop.
That whole thing is the title?
That whole thing is the title of it.
Why not just call it the gin and juice?
Call it the Snoop Dogg Bowl.
Yeah.
Or the Gin and Juice Bowl. That'd actually be kind of cool, like Gin and Juice Bowl. But the fact that it's the Snoop Dogg Arizona Bowl presented by Gin and Juice by Dre and Snoop. It's too much.
That's
too
dumb. That's dumb.
All right, we got
it's on the CW network. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that explains that.
Come on.
Hey, the New Mexico Bowl. It's no longer Haynes Cotton Teas or whatever. It is the Isleta New Mexico Bowl. I don't even know what Isleta is.
Yeah, what is that? Yeah, my Google's going off right now. So Isleta is Spanish for little island. All right, New Mexico. What? This is making me mad. Isleta.
Some of these I support. Like the Kinder's Texas Bowl. You know, Kinder's is a seasoning, a sauce kind of company.
Yeah.
Texas barbecue. Okay, that's cool. I'll take that. But yeah, some of these, man.
Okay, so that's a resort. Isleta Resort and Casino.
All right, okay, that gambling money.
Is it even in New Mexico? It's in New Mexico. All right, so
okay.
All right.
You know what? That one's winning me over.
You're safe for now.
Hey, the J-Lab Birmingham Bowl. What is J-Lab?
J-Lab Birmingham Bowl. J-Lab. If it's more cloud storage, I'm going to be mad.
Well, just wait till we get to the Holiday Bowl.
All right. Audio. What? California-based manufacturer of personal audio gear, headphones, earbuds, and speakers, and office accessories. Y'all don't need a bowl.
California-based?
Y'all don't need a bowl. Said? Yeah, in Birmingham. Which historically, Birmingham's got a big football, background throughout history, but like,
whatever, man.
Last some one, jank headphone company with a Birmingham bowl.
Last one here that we can spend some time on, the Holiday Bowl. All right, it's the Trust and Will Holiday Bowl, which I'm assuming is a service that helps people produce trusts and wills for, after they die or whatever. So then to pair that up with the Holiday Bowl, which is a joyful thing.
Yeah, that's kind of messed up.
Yeah, it's a little...
Okay, yeah. They're a San Diego-based digital estate planning company.
Okay, all right. San Diego-based at least, I guess.
Yeah, I guess, but still, that's just an odd mix. I mean, call it the Death Bowl.
Yeah, calling it Coca-Cola Bowl season, obviously over the years with this playoff, they've kind of separated out that everything not playoffs is, college football bowl season, right? They're trying to just create categories for everything. So I guess shifting over from bowl season to playoff mode for college football, obviously a lot of interesting decisions made when they came out with that top 12. What'd you think about that?
Honestly, I was okay with it. The only thing,
I thought only one of the group of 5 schools was guaranteed. I thought it was what was the wording? I thought it was the highest ranked group of 5 champion got a guaranteed spot. So I guess I'm trying to figure out how both Tulane and James Madison got in. That's my biggest hang up with it all. But
I guess it's because
the ACC was a mess.
The ACC was a turd bowl. If Virginia would have won that ACC championship, they would have been in, and a lot of this wouldn't have happened. But the ACC is it's a mess right now.
Yeah. Well, Miami gets in, right? They're not the champion.
Yeah.
Like, just that tells you how ass backwards the ACC was. And in Clemson, I feel like if they played any of those teams later in the year, could have won. Like, think about that field goal Georgia Tech had to hit to beat them in that game. Duke had to have the phantom pass interferences and all this and that.
Yeah.
I mean,
I was okay with the rankings because it's just a madhouse right now. The only one I don't love, and I get the argument of you're not going to punish a team for playing in their championship game. And so Alabama didn't get punished and they still made it in. If that's the case, why did Virginia get punished so heavily for losing theirs? And I know the ACC is a turd bowl this year. I get it. They lost to a Duke team that had like 5 losses or 4 losses, whatever. I don't know, man. And the Notre Dame stuff.
To me, all right, the Notre Dame stuff, it was between Notre Dame and Miami, right? Well, they actually had quite a few common opponents, and they played each other.
Yeah.
And Miami won the head-to-head. And at the end of the day, head-to-head's got to mean something.
Yeah. And honestly, that should probably mean the most.
should probably mean the most,
if
right?
it comes
And
down to
then
that.
so you got the head-to-head. Then Miami also on those common opponents, they beat those teams worse than Notre
Yeah.
Dame beat those teams. I really don't understand the Notre Dame crowd being in such an uproar.
Yeah, I don't feel bad about them. I don't feel bad about Notre Dame not getting in.
Well, then what do you think about them just saying, yeah, we're going to just totally not play in a bowl?
I don't love that because you're taking away an opportunity. Even if you have kids opt out that are going to go play professionally, there's a lot of kids on that roster that won't. This is their last opportunity, and you kind of took that from them by opting out of this game. If those other kids opted out, that's fine. That's why you have 100 and whatever on the roster. Bump them up, next man up. I mean, that's kind of football boils down to that.
Yeah.
And I don't like it. I think it's a bad look. I already didn't like players opting out.
Just the precedent too. It's like, okay, now any blue blood that barely misses the playoff, is just going to pay the fine or whatever and not do anything bowl related. They're going to go do their recruiting or whatever these teams are deciding to do instead. I don't know. It's just a bad precedent. I think you got to put something in there, some kind of clause about declining bowl invitations or just opting out of bowls as an organization.
Yeah.
That's got to punish you somehow long term. You cannot allow. I don't know how you fix it. I mean,
well, did you see that that memorandum of understanding that Notre Dame has with the CFP? I think they put it in last year.
With their top 12, no matter
they
what,
automatically in. Like,
that's
how do they get that?
grab.
Why do they get that?
Such a money grab, dude. Like, because they know Notre Dame's going to draw a TV audience and a good crowd.
Here's the deal. They should have to join a conference. Like, if they're not, I mean, they play this weird half and half thing with the ACC and basketball and stuff.
Yeah. They signed, was it a 10-year deal they signed to play Clemson for like 10 years in a row or something?
Like, so why did they not, I mean, just join a conference. Whatever one you, like, I don't care. Any of them be happy to have you.
Yeah. I guess geographically they'd be a Big Ten school, right? I mean, geographically,
that's where they'd fit. Yeah.
Big Ten's wanting to capture markets and brand size. SEC's at least trying to keep it south of the Mason-Dixon.
I could see ACC too, just because of the academics, but that's not really a thing anymore. As far as like the ACC being an athlete,
we ain't here to play school. Like ain't none of these people here to play school, man.
If they want you there, they'll find a way to get you.
Yeah, it's money based, dude. Yeah, absolutely.
There was a story. This I won't say is that. Well, it doesn't matter, but I still won't say it. He has coached for a long time high school football. He was the head coach of a school that's no longer a school anymore in the lower state, or right around maybe around Columbia, but I think it's towards the lower state. And he was the head coach there, and it's like this. The way he describes it, granted, this was however long, 20-ish. It's one of those small town schools that has a great football program. There's a lot of poverty in the area, but they also have a lot of athletes that don't always have academically the best, report or whatever. They were recruiting a guy from his school who's a stud, like Division I stud, and coach came to talk to him, and he says, the guy that told me this story was telling this coach about his grades. Like, I think that's going to be an issue. I don't think he can get in. And it was in reference to a Division I team in the upstate. That's all I'll say. Any of the people involved don't work there anymore, so it really doesn't matter. And apparently the coach told him, coach from Clemson, I just said their name, told this guy that don't worry about that. I got somebody in the registrar's office or the admissions office or whatever. I put this little tiger paw stamp in the top right corner. They see that, they just go ahead and move that paper to the accepted stack. They don't ask no questions about it.
Yeah, we ain't here to play school, man.
So there's a way around it, but it's JMU and Tulane. I think we all know how those matchups are going to end, unfortunately.
Yeah. I could care less about Tulane, but I do like JMU. This is what, year 2 in the FBS, year 2 or 3. I do like that they kind of done this, just magical run and got in. And man, if they could do the unthinkable, that'd be wild.
Yeah,
but
if they could upset Oregon.
I got a former player at Oregon too, so I want to see him succeed.
Yeah,
but James Madison being in is cool.
It's pretty cool. They're about to start the Napier era down up there in Virginia.
Yeah, they are.
That'll
Somebody
be
said
interesting.
that somebody said Napier, yeah, he gets fired from Florida, right? And then he gets a better job because he's inheriting a college football playoff team, and
Yeah.
so just people cracking jokes on Florida. I don't get how Florida's a hard place to win, but I
It
don't
doesn't
know.
make sense. They
Does
got
not make
Jordan. They
sense.
got, Florida.
You got money. Yeah, you're in Florida. You got money. I don't know.
Yeah.
Make it make
It
sense.
doesn't make much sense.
Well, it's about that time for team of the week, Jack. We're already hitting
About
that
that
point.
time.
Yeah, guys, if you hadn't already done so, however you're watching, listening, be sure to drop those comments. Whether you're on YouTube, drop a comment. Spotify, drop a comment. If you're watching the full episode that I put up on my TikTok page, you can drop a comment on there as well. Let us know who we need to add to the team of the week wheel, because your odds get worse every week. We try to remind you guys, if you get it in now, it's the best chance you're going to get, because adding multiple teams per week, and every week we're getting new submissions, but we only pick one each week. You do the math on that. The wheel keeps growing a little bit. So we did add Alcoa from Tennessee. Again, appreciate the coach dropping them in the comments on YouTube. And so here we go. Episode 38, team of the week. Let's see who we got.
Let's see. It's like a Texas school.
Oh, yeah, I know this one. VR Eaton High School in Texas. Now, I'm fairly certain they got some sick facilities up there,
Let's take a look.
if this is the school I'm thinking of.
So we're in Fort Worth.
It
Rough
is
year.
Fort Worth area. Rough year. Good Lord, I didn't know it was going like that for them. So I think they are 5AD1, maybe, if I'm not
Trying to
mistaken.
see how I can find that. 6A.
6AD2, probably, because I don't think they must have made the jump this last realignment. Who are they in there with in their district? If you go back to their district standings.
Get out of here, Sephora. So they're playing all these teams with one star.
Trinity. Trinity's pretty solid.
Timber Creek. South
Byron
Lake Carroll.
Nelson. Byron Nelson's really good. South Lake Carroll obviously got some dogs, although they lost the state semifinal game to DeSoto today. DeSoto is who we would have run across the next week in the playoffs if we won our round 3 matchup. So getting into some familiar content. They played Denton Ryan to start the year off. That's a tough draw.
And they only lost by 6.
Yeah, Denton Ryan, Denton Ryan's always good. Justin Northwest, that's up there near the Texas Motor Speedway. They're always pretty good. Yeah, okay. I mean, they play some dudes. Trophy Club, Byron Nelson, they got some dudes. Trinity's good, traditionally.
And they got some close ones here. I mean, they lost an OT.
Yeah, that's tough.
3-point game,
playing a hard
game.
schedule, and then just dropping some close games in a really tough schedule, from what I can tell. Man, I didn't realize they were in this. They were setting themselves up like this. But yeah, I'm pretty sure they got some sick facilities, though.
Let's see what we can find here. Oh, let's go to your favorite website here.
Yeah, let's go.
This isn't. Is
No,
that
it's
them?
Texas Bob, I believe, is the stadium website you're
Texas.
talking about. We got to figure out the name of the stadium.
Lord, I don't know. Is there a search?
Yeah. Yeah, you're going to want to look like Tarrant County is Fort Worth. Just look up VR Eaton Football Stadium, and then we'll get the name of it. Then we can do the old Texas Bob search after that, probably. I'm pretty sure they got some nice facilities out there.
They have a new on-campus home field in the Northwest ISD.
How new is it? Because that rendition looks pretty daggone nice.
If any of this is really telling me. Holy. What am I looking at?
The school district is Northwest ISD. Holy cow. Yeah, okay.
Do you see that?
Yeah, I remember seeing this now. The football stadium built into the back. I don't think this is at Eaton, but this might be a new school, maybe a new district stadium they're setting up. Yeah, $3 billion bond, that area is blowing up, man. I mean, it wasn't too long ago, our district passed $1 billion bond.
So this says the stadium at the news. They're getting a new stadium.
All right, okay.
Has yet to begin the construction, and this is from. I think this is from this year.
Okay. I don't think their previous place where they played was bad. And so it might be a district stadium then. We might have to look up Northwest ISD football stadium.
Well, here's the renderings of the new stadiums. See, so we look at the old, and then we'll look at the new.
Yeah, there you go. We're getting ahead of ourselves. But I remember seeing that school plan where they had the football stadium built into the back of the school. That was pretty sick.
That's insane.
I'm telling you.
So, why is this so hard to find?
Probably a shared stadium. Look up.
Do they go by Eaton?
Yeah, they just go by Eaton.
Okay. That might help. No, it did. All right, let's go to the athletics website here and just check this out. I mean, do they have like directions? Physical information, school about facilities. Okay, we're getting somewhere. All right. Okay, NHS football stadium. No, Eagle Stadium in Hazlet, Texas. All right, I think we have something here now.
Cooking. Oh, those are some of Allen's.
What am I doing?
Look up Northwest ISD Stadium.
I'm just gonna go ahead and tell you, Eaton. Your online guy, your internet guy. I mean,
it's hard to find.
Just football stadium, Northwest ISD football stadium.
Mm-hmm.
They all play in the same thing.
Well, it's it's kind of like we used to do before we built separate stadiums. Like you get some of these multi-school districts, they might all share, one site.
All right, here it is. Texas Bob, shout out to him. It says, "Yep, we got Eaton here."
Yeah.
Northwest ISD Stadium.
Got 10,000 capacity almost. Opened up 2005. They share it with two other high schools, but they got that $3 billion bond getting passed up there, and some really sick facilities are on the way for those folks. If anybody's got a chance on Google to look that up, there are some renderings that they're speechless, man. You got football stadiums built into the back of schools, and it's pretty sick.
So here we go. I mean, that dude, I realize how things are structured differently between South Carolina and Texas, but like, 5's a new stadium to me. Like we rocking with like a 70s era. And it's got a vibe, but still.
It's got its own vibe, but yeah, I'm telling you, man, like, and then, I don't know, some of it's probably capacity things. Some of it's probably they know they can rent it out. I mean, you got high school stadiums in Texas, Jack. I mean, McKinney ISD Stadium, that's where the Division II National Championship games played. So, I mean, you got the D2 National Championship being played in a high school stadium in Texas. And then, the FCS National Championship, they were playing that in the Toyota Stadium, which is obviously that's where the MLS team plays up in Frisco, but that's also where some of those Frisco schools get to play their home football games. So I mean,
yeah, that's nuts. I mean,
if you're looking for stadiums, I mean,
the XFL is practicing at this field. Like, I mean, they're serious stadiums, but
yeah, it's pretty sick.
I'm trying to check out these renderings.
Yeah, so is this? So that's their new stadium. What it's going to be, right?
So dude, this is Byron Nelson's new stadium. This is Eaton's new stadium.
Dude, does that press box go end zone to end zone?
Honestly, it looks like it. I mean, this thing's built in like a coliseum. That's sweet. Sick.
I guess that's a new high school that they're building in that one rendering we saw where a whole stadium's built in the back.
Yeah, it said they were building they were adding a 4th high school to the district.
Okay.
But that
man, they're kind of getting spoiled, ain't they? For
I was about to say,
high school.
If I'm that school, I am livid. Or if I'm any other school in the district, because this is insane. And
that's so cool, man. I cannot wait to see that when it's done. Is the school building shaped in a W?
Yeah. Maybe that's going to be something to do with a name or maybe it's an N.
Maybe,
look at
yeah,
the-
depending
if-
on the school name.
I would be raising Cain. I realize you're getting a new stadium too, but like this, look at
Yeah.
that.
That's so sick, dude.
It's like the SoFi Stadium of high schools right there.
That's legit. Well,
Wow.
they got it going on up there in Northwest ISD. VR Eaton. Sorry
didn't
about
look
a
at
rough.
jerseys.
Oh yeah, let's do that before we have to sign off here.
We got distracted. Sorry, Eaton. Still team
Yeah,
of
we're
the
not-
week.
We're not trying to take away your thunder. I do like the colors a little bit. You know, you got the navy, you got a Seahawks kind of.
Yeah, a little modern vibe. They all gray.
Definitely, yeah.
Trying to see. So it looks like these are the current ones. Under Armour.
I don't know if I like the all gray per se.
I don't think it's executed to perfection, but it could be really cool. The kids probably love it.
Yeah.
I
Now,
definitely don't like
the.
I don't like the blue and gray.
I don't like the blue on gray, but I like the jersey itself. The jersey as
Yes.
a standalone.
Yes.
If you replace all that gray with white, like
yeah.
the white helmet with the navy jersey with that green kind of trim, white numbers, white pants, I think now we're cooking. Maybe they really want to lean into the gray because it's school colors. I'm not sure.
I mean, that's a modern look, and
It's a
this
modern
is just personal preference. I'm not much of a modern look jersey guy, but I'm not hating. They still look solid. They've put some thought into it.
Oh,
But
for
look,
sure.
Look at this insane inflatable run through thing they got.
Well, I sent you the picture of the zebra head. You were talking about our jackrabbit head the other night. There's a high school in Texas. Their mascot's the zebras, guys, and they have a full zebra head as their run through blow up.
Yeah.
So I don't know if that one beats the jackrabbit, Jack, but it's unique for
It
sure.
was
Nobody
unique.
can deny that.
I
Yeah,
guess so
nobody
many
can-
schools out there, it's hard. You got to start getting kind of wild with the mascots and stuff. But
Well,
they
we did the
fit.
whole
They make
mascot
it work.
episode. Yeah, last spring we did the whole mascot episode. We got to hear some of them, man. You got the cotton pickers down in Robstown.
There's some interesting ones. What was the auctioneers? That one was
Auctioneers? That was a South Carolina one, though.
Yeah, that was That was.
We're
an
gonna have to do a
interesting one.
round 2 on that this off season. We'll have to revisit some more mascots.
Yeah.
Well, shoot, guys, we appreciate it as always. Thanks for tuning in to Fourth and Ward. Wherever you might be listening from, whatever country you might be listening from, we appreciate y'all. You spending your at least 1 hour a week with us. We just enjoy getting on here and loving to talk about what we usually talk about anyway. So we appreciate it, guys. Y'all have a good night.
Stay golden.
You locked in now with the Fourth and Ward. Fourth and Ward. Adam, Jay.